Hello techies, I'm Divya here. On behalf of CyberBrainer, don't you think the world of tech is evolving faster than ever? Now is the perfect time to dive in and build the skills that will take you places. With CyberBrainer, we are putting you in the driver's seat of your own future. We at CyberBrainer don't just teach your interest. We believe that knowledge is power, but it's applied knowledge that truly sets you apart. Whether you're diving into data science, mastering artificial intelligence, or exploring the world of cybersecurity, our courses are designed to give you the skills that matter. So let's jump into the session and make the future yours today. Thank you.
The moment I say security, what exactly means by security? From your own experiences of any systems, or even if you are from a non-technical background, what exactly do you mean by security in any system perspective? Restrictions. Restrictions potentials. Restrictions potentials of what? Restriction of what? System access, system protection. Revelations or responsibilities? Responsibilities. Fair enough. And what else? What else could possibly be security? At the moment, I say security, what else could be there? It's more of a data security. Data security? Definitely. And by the way, was it Kalyani or Krishnamini? Data security. Yesterday, I didn't have that confusion. That's why. Kalyani, that is correct. Whatever you said about data security. But just remember that point alone. When we get into domain security, that is precisely what I will be looking for. But apart from that, what else comes to your mind when I say security? It's based on workers' responsibilities and roles. And we've already seen business process security policies, right? When I say a person can approve, when I say that a person can do a review, when I say the person can do another task or an action, what exactly does it mean? What exactly does it mean? In a nutshell, security. Who has right to do what exactly? Security is nothing but, in a nutshell, in a very, very simple terminology, who can do what? Who can do what? Why I'm emphasizing on this is precisely what you need to remember whenever you go for any implementation or whenever you design your policies or whenever you do any debugging or anything. Who can do what? That's it. If you know who can do what, security is in your pocket. Very simple. You can be a security admin in any organization and do everything that you want to do. All that you need to know is who can do what. Be it a business process or domain page, whatever it is. Who can do what? That's it. The buck stops there. Clear on this? Everybody. Is it clear what exactly means by security? And this is precisely what we are going to see in security for the rest of this week. Right? Security in a nutshell means who can do what action. And Workday has some very, very elaborate security measures to ensure that both the data as well as the business process. I mean by business process, I mean the business process actions are very well secured. Very well secured. The data as well as my business processes are very, very well secured. To give you an example, see, I'm opening the profile as of Caroli. I will give you a very simple example. Let me go to compensation information because this is considered to be personal information or very, very restricted information which should not be shared outside of very, very small group. Do you guys agree with that? Probably a payroll team admin or somebody who's working in the help desk of payroll can only see this payroll information. Nobody else can see the compensation, relevant information. Now, since you are logged in as Carol Lee, and probably Carol Lee has an administrator profile privileges, she is able to see all this information. Whereas if you are just a normal employee, you will not be able to see all this information. This is precisely what it is. And again, Workday gives you the privilege to hide all or any of these information as well. Which means I can have here restrictions where I can say I can hide total rewards, compensation, change history, reimbursement, employee stock portfolio. Because I could have one team which is working only on the employee stock portfolio. And I would want them to say, suppose I have a team of say 10 users who are working in the support team, your HR admin support team for payroll. And their job is to only ensure that the employee stock profile or the portfolio is loaded properly. And if they are going to get some support incidents, they need to monitor that. They may want to have only this particular tab available or visible to them. They may not want to have the information regarding rewards, compensation, pay change, or reimbursable allowance. An employee stock profile support agent who is working in the payroll team will be only able to see only this. They may not be able to see the other information. And a person who is working on the compensation help desk of your support team will be able to see only this. The moment you are going to raise a ticket to your own internal HR team, they will have info saying that your compensation is incorrect or your revision compensation, which was probably effective the 1st of January, is not reflecting in your latest pay cycle. They will immediately open only this. They may not they may not have access to your stock profile. Correct? Correct. And your manager who is actually handling your payroll, your rewards, your merits. By merits, I mean your performance appraisals and your revisions and everything. He may have information to some of this information. Again, some of the information, because he is the one who is actually planning your next month's or next year's performance incentives, your stock options, your whatever your variable plans and everything. He may have information. He may have access to your information. And again, when I go to your contact information, say over here I have something like contact information, emergency contacts. This contact information may be visible to everybody in your organization. For example, if you are logging in as, say, Joy Banks and you're trying to view the information, contact information of Carolee, then everybody. What I'm saying is see if Joy Banks is going to be logging in. Say example, Joy Banks is another employee and she is actually viewing Carolee's profile. She might be able to see the phone number because both of them are working in the same organization. If your organization does allow another fellow employee to view the phone number information of another employee, they will be able to view it. Whereas your manager and your HR will be able to view your home contact address information and also your emergency contact details. Now I'm going back to this. Who can see what? Your manager HR can see all of your contact information plus your emergency contact information. Whereas your fellow employees, for example, in this question it is Joy Banks, can see only your home or your primary work phone number. If this is primary work phone number, then Joy Banks, as a fellow employee or your co-worker, can only see your phone number information and not your emergency contact information. Again, this will vary from organization to organization. Am I clear? I'm just coming back to what I said earlier. Who can see what? This is precisely what security is all about. This is very simply put. This is what it is. Who can do what? Alright? Clear on this? And again, like I said, you have the access to view the information of, say, the contact information and emergency contact information. I spoke about manager and possibly your H. These people can view the information. And if you see over here, we have an edit access. Whom do you think can edit the employee's contact information, be it the regular contact information or the emergency contact information? Employee is the first person who can edit his or her own information. And apart from that, possibly the HR can edit the information. And HR or anybody else who is having an admin level privileges only can edit this particular information. And not everybody can edit this particular information. Alright? And let me just show you one more information. I'm now logged in as Carolee. And I'm going across to editing this particular information over here. Probably I think the other day when we saw about contact information edits. Not sure whether you saw this. Oh. Going back to Carolee's profile. And I'm going to contact information. And again, this is another BP by itself. If you guys want to go and edit it and also play around with this, there is a B. P called as personal information change and contact information change. That is where this is all going across. And if you guys want to explore it further, probably an activity for you today. Now I'm trying to edit the. I got these guys are messed up or something big time again. It is again a business process. We have a business process called as change contact information. I'm just trying to do it. Something is messed up over there. I don't know what is messed up. I'm just trying to find out if there is some kind of a mess that is happening. Because some security or something has been played around with. Home contact change for global modern services. Home contact change for global modern services company. It's just, I don't have employee self over here. This is another issue over here. Let me just try to pick this and fix it up after the session. Actually, what they have done over here is, see, we saw about business process. And when I go across to my home contact information, let me just show this across to you guys. You will understand it better. For the moment, I hit on home contact information change. What is happening is the business process is not getting triggered. Alright. The business process is not getting triggered when I go across to contact. And I see here home contact information. And when I click on edit, it is actually triggering the change, contact information. But after that it bypasses. Or it comes out of that particular business process itself. What is happening is, in order to debug this, I went to the business process definition, called as home contact, change business process for Global Modern Services Company, which is the organization of Logan McNeil. Right? And then I went to the initiating security groups. Ideally, I should have a group here, called as in the initiating security groups. For the home contact change for Global Modern Services, I should have a security group called as Employee Self. Here, I see I have a group here called as Pre-Employee Self. And I also have something called as Pre-Contingent Worker Self. But I do not have anything called as Employee Self, which explains this particular issue. I will try to fix this up after the session. Alright, just another information for you guys. Alright, Coming back to the security, what exactly we saw first? Who can do what? That is precisely what we are going to be seeing next. Alright, let me do one thing. Let me just maximize this. Alright, it's clear. Alright, this is basically the configurable security component. Alright, at the heart of it is what is going to be the users, or that we have over here. Could be like anybody. Here I have an example, which is called as director. Similarly, manager is a row, and is a I can have part as all these are different, which can be assigned to different are assigned. Alright, I'm going to be having a manager as a I can have H partner as a row. I can have H assigned as a and all these are assigned to user. That is first and foremost that you need to understand where exactly are assigned. The other day, or let me go to my own supervisory organization or the supervisory organization and the which can be assigned supervisory organization. The other day, or these assigned supervisor organization. Right? Clear on this? I've which is or I can have direct assign cert assigning supervisory organization. Supervisory organization partner direct whoever tag cert assign supervisor organization transaction happening supervisor organization manage pick supervisory organization probably particular supervisory organization supervisor organization created per assigned because supervisory organization particular supervisory organization particular supervisory organization with GICAT belong organization probably organization manage, supervisory, organization, risk, people, assign, ra- to tomorrow, right? Specific, manage, specific person, manage, tomorrow, tomorrow, cook, niche, code, any, right? Organizations, design, go, specific, assign, specific, brother, because tomorrow, manage, could, promoted, um, man, it, complete, different, manager, assign, supervisory, organization, or which, assign, supervisory, organization, like, partner, or assign, particular, supervisor, organization, partner, organization, in- cons, assign, art, uh, supervisor, organization, reporting, supervisory, organization, inheritance, concept, inherit, assigned, supervisor, organization, not inherency, in everything, assigned, any, inheritance, manage, they'll, assign, supervisor, organization, inherit, everything, min, supervisory, organization, inheritance, is, a, manage, everything, as, something, benefit, partner, with, assign, re- indeed, something, assign, Inherited. Inherited. Assign. Exact. Sim. Inherited. Something. Sup. Supervisor. Organization. Which. Executive. Management. Which. Supervisory. Organization. Current. Peak. Management. Supervisor. Organization. Particular. With. Part. Com. Sup. Supervisory. Organization. Assigned. Exec. Management. Group. Assigned. Assign. Organization. Subordinate. Supervisory. Organization. Superior. Organization. First. Inheritance. Every. Executive. Management. Group. Supervisory. Organization. Benefit. Part. Supervisor. Organization. Override. Which. Definitely. Supervisory. Organization. Benefit. Part. Then. Can. Imminent. Benefit. Cannot. Because. Fits. Partner. Benefit. Partner. Subordinate. Supervisory. Organization. P. Can. Right. Specific. Assign. Supervisor. Organization. Place. Sim. Supervisor. Organization. Look. Company. Location. Specific. Hierarchies. Subordinate. Subordinate. Organizations. Mm. It. Assign. Location. Particular. Location. Cert. Assign. Ass. Ass. Location. Hierarchy. Particular. Location. Hierarchy. different, assign, different, assign, particular, location, highway, inheritance, concept, number, number, assign, super rate, organization, assign, different, supervisor, organization, uh, send, let me, min- company, understand, conf, uh, company, picking, employee, organization, information, come on, right, no, particular, pump, particular, company, certain, send, certain, certain, locate, hierarchy, certain, organization, supervise, organization, right, which, that, specific, different, company, locate, supervisory, organization, partner, part, part, assign, supervisory, organization, location, because, partner, assign, region, region, east, re- partner, supervisory, organization, partner, which, supervisor, organization, hierarchy, assign, partner, possible, and question, configure, configure, set, conflict. Partner, location, supervisory, organization, press, something, which implementation, Euro, MPs, Europe, read, part, Europe, partner, cannot, work, prof, could, cow, work, information, implementation, location, supervise, organization, question, everybody, including Ganesh, would, supervisory, organization, look, hierarchy, location, hierarchy, you, location, hierarchy, could, Pittsburgh, is, something, high, organization, home, supervisory, organization, company, center, location, security, good, good, part, asset, different, everything, implementation, organization, part, assign, supervisory, organization, that's since everybody, particular, organization, secure, component, configurable, secure, components, particular, location, supervisory, organizations, ask somebody, partner, supervisory, organization, part, assign, superior, organization, because telling, assign, multiple, conflict, partner, assign, supervise, organization, location, question, early. Main. Assignable. Good. Explaining. Right. Creation. Assignments. Everything. Her partner manager, her admin, everything, and then skip this. For now, if I say enabled for, and if I go across to this, if you see for 2019 manager, they've enabled that at supervisory level. This means 2019 manager role is assigned at a supervisory organization level. This is a configuration which ties down to this clear, and I have two things over here. One is Workday organization type and custom organization types. Leave the custom organization types. Go only for the Workday organization types. I can have it assigned at supervisory organization level. I can have it assigned at cost center. I can have it at location company hierarchy. I can have it assigned at any level that I want. And it again, Workday does not restrict you from having it at multiple levels, but you need to ensure that this does not step into another territory as well. It does not restrict you. It does not restrict you at all because there could be some requirements. We will not. I don't want to go into that, but it does not restrict you. But when you implement such a solution, you need to ensure that it does not step into each other's shoes. That is the way you need to go about with this. Am I clear over here? Is it clear? And this is the configuration, how I will do it. Here, this 2019 manager is currently assigned at supervisory organization level, and I can have roles assigned at different levels, supervisory organization location. Let me just try to pick a role which is assigned probably at a location level. You can say, see, I have something over here called as compensation partner by location, and this is assigned at a location hierarchy level. And here I have your partner, which could be assigned at both location as well as supervisory hierarchy, supervisory organization level. But when I go to the real world implementation, I need to ensure that I do not have any conflicts when I assign users to this. This is the way I need to do it. It's upon me. Workday does not restrict you, but when you do it, you need to ensure that it does not step into each other's toes. That is the way you need to configure it. Are we clear over here? Are we clear over here? What happens in a real world scenario as well? Alright, if I have one at location and if I have one at supervisory organization, I have multiple people. Which means when the same thing comes to, this is only for you because I do not want everybody else to get confused with this. Say when I have this over here, say I have it manager. I'll have one at manager which is coming from supervisory organization level. Another at manager coming from location hierarchy level. All of them will be part of the same at manager only, and if there is an approval or any kind of review, it will go to all of them. But right, I wouldn't really go for such an implementation because I have one at the same, because it could lead to a lot of conflicts in the real world. Imagine a person who is based out of you will say that I am the manager for this particular, based on their location, but another person will say, as per the supervisory hierarchy level, I am the manager. Will lead to much of confusion. I wouldn't go by that. That's why I'm saying it is only for Workday. Has given you that, provided you do not have any conflicts. Conflict management is on you. This role name can be anything that is want. That is like completely customizable according to your needs. I might create a partner within Brace's supervisory organization, and I'm going to say that I'm enabling it only for supervisory organization, and I may create another her partner by location, which I will assign it only for the location hierarchy level. That is why here in my role names nomenclature, I will create one her partner supervisory organization. I will create another one, a partner location hierarchy level. This is the way I would create it, Lou, that I can create clear distinctions. And why I'm creating is I may want to have certain her partner approvals which needs to be sent across at a location level. Somebody like say, because my her partner could be sitting out of you, sir, you could be in Europe, and your her partner at a supervisory organization could be sitting out of us. I do not want to send him across to that for an approval which is localized to you, right? I will send it to a location hierarchy levels supervisor, sorry her partner, who is still based out of you, right? When we get to that business process, you have to tie this down. That way, you will be able to understand it. For sports people, where you will be able to do most research leaders this time, the children of God must smiling. May worm brokers drin scratch. Alright, we can do 2 for years. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.